anybody seen Ozzie? No. Have you seen Ozzie?
There he is!
Hey! Wait for me!
Come on. Oh, no. We didn't think you were going to make it, Ozzie.
Yeah, Ozzie, that was an awesome job.
Thanks. Hey, I'm glad you made it. I'm so excited about this trip. We're going to some really cool places. Come on. I'll show you on our world map. Click on the country that you want to visit next. Mexico is an awesome place. Come on!
Most excellent.
Have fun exploring Mexico. I can't wait to eat some tacos.
How much for a calendar?
40 pesos, por favor.
Oh.
This goil needs oil.
Work.
Games and activities. Help me find the cookies by leading me in the right direction.
that again.
Let's go play something else.
Click on the blocks to stop and start them. Match them correctly to find out who they are.
That was that again.
¿Cómo estás? I am going to a fiesta tonight. Do you like my traditional Mexican dress? Mi madre, oh, excuse me, my mother made it for me. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Start over.
That was that again.
Start over.
That was that again.
Hello, I am a stone monument to the ancient corn goddess of the mighty Aztecs. They would pray to me so their crops would be plentiful. Adios, amigos.
Start over. Start over. Start over. Kinda tough. A real challenge. Pretty easy.
That was that again.
Hola, I am a busy businessman from Mexico City. 17 million people live here, so there is a lot of work to do. Adios.
Let's go play something else.
Hola! Match the Mexican things with similar things from Ozzie's side. Maraca! Click on the other side, amigo. Click on the other side, amigo. Click on the other side, amigo.
Keyboard. Musical instrument. Way to go. Eagle. Serape. Try again. Casa. Try again. Parrot. Birds. All right. House. Casa. Home. All right.
Halloween.
Sentado. Try again. Taco. Try again. Soccer. Bummers. Sombrero. Bummers. Serape. Bummers.
Dia de los Muertos.
Holidays. All right. Quarter. Centavo. Money. Yay!
Football.
Soccer. Sports. All right. Hamburger. Taco. Tasty things to eat. Cool beans. Baseball cap. Serape. Try again. Sombrero. Hat. Yay!
Coat.
Serape. Overcoat. Cool beans.
That was very good.
If you were speaking Spanish, this church would be called iglesia.
Start over.
Maracas.
Let's go. Puzzle.
That was very good.
Kinda tough. Start over.
That was very good.
A real challenge. Start over.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
was very good.
Let's go play something else. Can you find all the hidden pictures?
Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Here's a hint.
Jose likes to play his guitar. Nice try.
Here's a hint.
Some snakes like to swim.
Bummers. 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 Bummers.
Here's a hint.
Help Jose find his cowboy boot. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice try.
Bummers. Bummers. Bummers.
Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice
Nice
try.
Bummers.
Way to go, amigo. That was very good.
Let's the art. More pages and activities. Cool page. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project.
Let's make tortillas.
Just a
What's a favorite snack that's been around for a long, long time? Nachos! Everybody loves them. And they're made from tortilla chips, which are a very old Mexican favorite. The store-bought tortilla chips just can't compare with fresh, homemade ones. Can't you just taste them now? To start with, put half a teaspoon salt, 1 cup of lukewarm water, and 2 cups of sweet corn flour in a bowl. Stir it into a soft dough. It should take about 10 minutes. Rest the dough for 30 minutes, then roll it into small balls. Place a dough ball between 2 plates and squish it until it's flat and about 1/8 inch thick. Place the flattened dough between 2 squares of wax paper and do the same thing to the rest of the dough balls. When all of the dough balls are flat, have an adult put the flattened circles one at a time into a hot skillet without oil for 1 minute. They should turn it over after the edges start to curl up. The circle will be brown flecked on both sides. Store the tortillas in a warm oven in a stack with wax paper in between. Serve the tortillas plain with salsa or add cheese and the toppings of your choice. These chips are likely to be the best you've ever had. And by the way, they're low fat too. Enjoy them with your friends and see who can crunch the loudest.
Let's go play something else.
Hey, let's build a pyramid.
Just a second.
One of the most fascinating things you will find in Mexico is an ancient pyramid.
These towering structures were constructed for the rulers of the Aztec Empire and were the center of religious and civic activities for the cities around them. Experience the fun and mystery of building an adobe pyramid. To begin, you will need 2 cups of sifted sand, 1 cup of cornstarch, 1/2 cup of water, and an old frying pan. Mix the sand and cornstarch together in the pan. Stir in the water quickly. Over medium heat, stir the mixture for 7 minutes until it is very thick. Let it cool under a damp paper towel until it can be handled. Then knead it by hand. Form the clay into the shape of a pyramid. You can get as detailed as you like. Use tools you have around the house, such as toothpicks, butter knives, or popsicle sticks to help form the clay. Notice the steps up the front of the pyramid and the little room at the top. That is where a lot of special ceremonies took place. See if you can make it look like the picture. When you have it shaped the way you want it, let it dry. There! Now you have an adobe pyramid like the Aztecs.
Let's go play something else.
Let's learn Doña Blanca.
Just a second, it's almost ready. Doña Blanca.
Doña Blanca is an exciting traditional game played by children all over Mexico. Click the green. To play, you need only space and enough children to form a circle. One player pretends to be a hornet chasing Doña Blanca, who is hiding inside a circle of pillars. To play Doña Blanca, join hands with your friends and form a circle. Then choose a person to be Doña Blanca and someone to be the jicotillo or hornet. Doña Blanca stands inside the circle and the jicotillo stays on the outside. While everyone sings or chants the Doña Blanca song, jicotillo tries to break through the pillar circle and tag Doña Blanca. When she is caught, Doña Blanca chooses a new jicotillo and becomes part of the circle. Jicotillo then becomes the new Doña Blanca. Now you can learn this song in English and in Spanish. Here are the words. Have fun! Let's make a piñata.
Just a second.
Hola, welcome to the Piñata Playtime Project. Do you know what a piñata is? It's a hollow toy that's filled with candy. In this activity, you will learn how to make a traditional Mexican-style piñata. When you finish making it, you can invite your friends over to play the exciting piñata game. Soon, you and your friends will be enjoying the game. Oh, and the delicious candy inside. Yum! you will need to gather several materials for this project. You'll need newspapers, 3 to 4 cups of flour, water, 2 large bowls, a stirring spoon, scissors, a stapler, a marker, and dig this, a round 11-inch balloon, a large jar of rubber cement, ooh, that sticky stuff, a 10-foot cord for hanging the piñata, 4 sheets of red, 4 sheets of green, oh, and 1 sheet of white, 20-inch by 30-inch tissue paper, a 12-inch square of aluminum foil, masking tape, and finally my favorite, these small wrapped candies. Eee! Hi! Yummy, yummy! To begin, cover your working area with some of the newspaper to keep it clean. And you better wear a smock or some clothing that you won't mind getting messy. When you're ready, inflate the balloon and tie it. Then draw a 3-inch circle around the knot with a magic marker. This will be the opening of the piñata. Next, make the 5 cone-shaped points for the star. To do this, staple 3 sheets of newspaper together and draw 2 8-inch circles. Cut these circles out and staple the newspaper sheets together in 4 or more places for easier handling. Then cut these circles into quarters, as shown here. Pick 5 quartered sections from these circles and roll them into cones, cementing them with that sticky, icky rubber cement. To make shiny tips for the star, cut 2 4-inch circles of foil and make little cones from them, the same way you did with the newspaper cones. Cement them onto the tips of the big cones. Hey, that's good. Cut or tear the newspaper into 2-inch by 14-inch strips. You got that? Well, next you got to make a paste by mixing 1 cup of flour and 2 cups of water in a bowl. Repeat this recipe as you need it. Dip the newspaper strips into the paste. Starting just below the opening, cover the balloon with 4 layers of newspaper. That's not too hard. Whatever you do, don't cover up the opening. Next, let's go back to the cones. While the piñata is still wet, cut 1-inch notches around the bottom of the cones and fold them back as shown. That's not too hard. Then, paste them in place on the piñata so that they form the star points. You got it! Let the piñata dry for 2 or 3 days. Then, get set for a big bang because it will be time to pop the balloon. When you've done that, string the piñata by looping and tying the cord around the 2 star points that are nearest to the opening. Work your way down the piñata, looping the cord around each of the other 3 star points and pull it snug at the bottom. Leave about 3 feet of cord at the bottom for hanging the piñata up later. Comprende? Tape the cord down with masking tape. Later, you will thread the 3 feet of cord through the loops on the top 2 star points to hang it up. Now you're ready to make your piñata come to life with beautiful Mexican decoration. To make the ruffles, stack 4 sheets of red tissue paper and cut them into 3-inch by 15-inch strips. Fold these in half lengthwise and cut slits about 1/4 of an inch apart and 3/4 of an inch deep along the folded edge of the paper. Leave about a 1/2 inch of uncut tissue on both ends. Separate the strips you've just cut and refold them inside out, one at a time. Cement the long edge together with that ooey-gooey rubber cement. They should look puffy, like the picture of the white ruffle here. Or smaller children can make the simple fringe strips like the red one shown here instead. When you have the ruffles finished, cement them around the star points just below the foil tips. Add each row of ruffles close to the last one until the cones are covered with red ruffles. Then make 5 white ruffles and cement them just below the last ones. Those red ones, you know, where the cones meet the body of the piñata. It's okay to make the ruffles go over the cord. Make enough green ruffles to cover the rest of the piñata, except for the opening. Then, you get to fill that piñata with those yummy, yummy hard candies. Now, just thread the remaining cord up through the top loops and hang it up. Arriba! You're ready to play! To play, invite a group of your friends over, your amigos, you know. The object is to break the piñata by taking turns swinging a stick or a bat at it. You know, you think it's easy, but there's the catch. You have to do it blindfolded. That's right, we cover up your eyes. You and your friends can cheer each other on while you each take your turn at it. When someone finally breaks it, kaboof! Everybody scrambles to pick up as much candy as they can, and everyone gets to keep whatever candy they get. I like that part, don't you?
Let's go play something else.
Make your very own sarape.
Just a second.
Mexico is a warm place most of the time, but when it gets chilly, do you know what the people wear? They might wear a sarape. A sarape is the traditional style of outerwear in Mexico. Though today, most people wear light jackets and coats when it's cool and rainy, many Mexican people wear this traditional sarape. Let's make one. You will need to find a piece of material that's long enough to cover most of your body. It should be in the shape of a rectangle. A bath towel or part of an old sheet will do. If your cloth isn't big enough, you can make a sarape for a stuffed animal or doll. Fold the cloth in half, lengthwise, and mark the center. Cut a 4-inch slit in the center of the cloth along the fold where you marked it. It should be cut sideways like you see here. Try it on and see if the hole is big enough for your head. You may need to make it a little bigger. When you've got it to the right size, decorate your sarape with paints or crayons. Put your sarape on. Do you see how it would keep you dry if it was raining? It's especially nice to wear when the weather is hot while it's raining, like it often is in Mexico. Because there are no sleeves or sides, the wind can blow through and cool you down. Pretty neat, isn't it?
Let's go play something else.
Hey, let's make a mask.
Just a second.
The ancient Aztecs believed about the dead developed into a modern Mexican holiday known as Días de Muertos, or Days of the Dead. This holiday reminds us of Halloween because there are skeletons and skulls, but it's actually a sacred and happy time when Mexican people celebrate and honor the spirits of their dead loved ones. They believe the spirits return to earth during this holiday to enjoy their favorite foods, music, and to visit with them. Días de Muertos takes place from October 31st through November 2nd. There are many fun activities to honor the dead during this time. One of them is making and wearing special skull masks called calaveras. Try making one. First, you'll need to gather a few things together. You'll need a paper plate, strips of newspaper cut 1 inch wide, a measuring cup, a bowl and spoon, sharp scissors, a stapler, a half a cup of flour, 3/4 of a cup of water, tempera paints, and a brush. Measure a half a cup of flour and pour it into the bowl. Add a half a cup of water and stir it up. It should make a paste about as thick as pea soup. Use a little more water if the paste is too thick. Cut 2 slits in the paper plate.
Overlap the cut sections so that the plate bends in the middle, then staple. Cut holes in the top half of the plate for the eyes. Cut another hole in the middle of the plate for the nose. Try the mask on your face and be sure it fits. Crumple up some newspaper and put it under the mask for support while you work. Place one strip of newspaper in the face at a time. Squeeze out any excess mixture from the strip and then apply it to the mask form. Cover the mask front and back with one layer of newspaper strips. Allow the mask to dry overnight. The next day, add a second layer of newspaper strips with more paper mache paste. Then let it dry again overnight. Now it's time to decorate your calavera mask. Use your tempura paints and brush to paint flowers, plants, and other designs. Paint in a mouth and teeth. When the paint is dry, hold the mask up to your face and look in the mirror. How do you look? If you're part of a group making masks, then put on a Dias de Muertos parade in your new calavera masks.
Let's go play something else.
Oh, let's make an Aztec calendar.
The Aztec calendar, or stone of the sun, carved over 500 years ago. It weighs a monstrous 24 tons. The ancient Aztecs of Mexico had a brilliant calendar with only 20 days in a month instead of the average 30 days like we have. And it was round. What do you think of that? Learn the secrets of the Aztec calendar and make one of your very own. The Aztecs were a powerful people and ruled what we now call Mexico long before the Europeans came to the New World. The purple area is the scope of their vast empire. Their society was filled with people who were like us in many ways. There were doctors who healed people and gave them medicine, sailors, warriors, farmers, and traders. They had their own organized religious system and a language that was made up of little pictures or glyphs. This famous calendar has the same number of days that we have in a year, but with 18 months instead of 12. If you look closely, you can see some of the picture glyphs. In the center is the figure of a sun god. The 4 squares around him are glyphs of the 4 suns that the Aztecs believe existed before the sun we have now. The other rings show glyphs of the days and other precious things. To make your own Aztec calendar, draw a large circle on a piece of paper and cut it out. In the center, draw a sun. Then divide the circle up into 20 parts, drawing a sun ray out from the sun toward the edge of the circle. Leave plenty of room to draw in the glyphs. The Aztecs made their glyphs by drawing things they liked or thought were important. The ones shown here are of things like the wind, an alligator, a monkey, a lizard, and several other things important to them. You can draw these glyphs or make up some of your own. What kind of things would you name your days after if you were making a calendar? Perhaps some of your favorite animals, your parents, a tree, a favorite toy, or anything that is special to you. This is your calendar. Make it special.
Let's go play something else.
Learn the myth of the sun god.
A long, long time ago, an ancient civilization lived in Mexico. They were called the Aztecs. Like most people around the world, they created many fascinating myths, folk tales, and legends seeking to explain the world around them. One of these stories is the Aztec myth of the 5 suns. It tells of their belief that the world we live in has been created 4 times, and that the sun we see when we look in the sky today is the 5th and final sun. Long ago, before there were any people living on the earth, there was no sun. The whole world was engulfed in darkness. There were only giants with huge eyes so they could see in the dark. Tezcatlipoca, the god of night, was concerned that there was no light, so he turned himself into the first sun. He reigned as the sun for 676 years. After a while, Quetzalcoatl, the god of wind, became jealous of the first sun. He wanted to get rid of his rival, so one day he took a gigantic club and batted the sun out of the sky and into the ocean. Then Quetzalcoatl turned himself into the second sun, who lit up the skies for the next 364 years. The god of night did not disappear, however. He came up out of the ocean and turned himself into an ocelot, whose spots became the stars lighting the sky. One day, he became so angry at the second sun that he grabbed him with his paw and threw him across the sky. As this happened, a huge hurricane blew across the earth, destroying it. The second sun then fell into the ocean. Angered by this behavior, the other gods decided to make Tlaloc, the god of rain, thunder, and lightning, the third sun. He ruled for 312 years. During his reign, the earth gradually recovered from the damage made by the huge hurricane. The weather was always fine, and the clouds danced in the sky. The god of wind, however, was not happy. Throughout the third god's reign, he brooded and sulked. Finally, he became so angry at the third sun that he created a huge wind, which caused volcanoes to erupt and cover the earth with lava. The fourth sun was the goddess of the waters, who lit up the sky for a long 676 years. During her reign, the earth became luxuriously green and abundant. The god of night, however, became very jealous of the fourth sun. He didn't want her to be sun longer than he had been. So he began to taunt and insult the fourth sun, causing her to cry uncontrollably. She cried so hard and for so long that her tears caused huge floods on the earth. These floods engulfed all the land and drowned a lot of the people. But some of the creatures turned into fish that swam the waters. Greatly concerned about this trouble, the gods assembled and decided that the position of the sun must be given to a god through a rite of sacrifice. Nanautzin humbly offered himself in sacrifice by jumping into a fire. As soon as he jumped, a flame shot up into the sky, and he became the fifth and final sun. According to this myth, when you look up in the sky today, it is this same sun that you see.
go play something else. Come on, let's go visit another country. Click on the country that you want to visit next. India is more... Wow, look at this.
How about stopping over the market for a sari?
Ozzie, I think I see a place to park the bikes over there.
Great music.
Yeah, look at that cow in the street. Amazing.
Most excellent.
Hey everybody! Remember to click on the map when you're ready to meet back at the boat. Holy cow!
That's right.
What are you doing?
My dad says he can never balance his checkbook. Seems easy enough to me. Look, a sari.
What are you sorry for?
No, I said sari and not sorry.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Oh, Eric, try this turban on.
It's just not me.
Okay.
Over already?
Games and activities. It's the map. Help me find the cookies by leading me in the right direction.
very good.
Let's go play something else. Blockheads.
Click on the blocks to stop and start them. Match them correctly to find out who they are.
That was very good.
Hello. I know I don't look it, but I am 1,000 years old. I am a bronze sculpture of a queen from ancient India.
Start over. Start over. Start over. Start over. Pretty easy. Kinda tough. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
Greetings. The clothing and turban I am wearing are comfortable for my part of India, which is very hot.
Kinda tough. Start over. Start over. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
Hello. I entertain people by charming my cobra out of this basket. But don't worry, the snake's poisonous teeth have been removed.
Start over. Start over. Kinda tough. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
I have practiced for many years to learn how to do this dance, the Bharatanatyam. Do you like to dance?
Kinda tough. Start over. Start over. Pretty easy. Let's go play something else. Cool, we're going...
Match the Indian side with similar things from Aussie side.
Peacock.
Baseball cap.
Nope.
Dress.
Nope.
Baseball.
Nope.
Rattlesnake.
Nope.
Timber. Wolf.
Try again.
Eagle.
Birds.
All right.
Sitar. Keyboard.
Musical instruments.
All right.
Curry. Yummy.
Burger.
Food. Let's eat.
Cool beans.
Cricket.
Baseball cap.
Bummers.
Dress.
Try again.
Baseball.
Sports.
Bengal. Tiger. Here. Timber. Wolf.
Mammal.
Cool beans.
Sorry. Dress. Clothing.
All right. rattlesnake.
Reptiles.
Way to go.
Turban.
Baseball cap. Hat.
Cool beans.
This mother is protecting her baby from the bright hot sun.
Kinda tough. Start over. Start over.
Bingo, tiger.
Baseball cap.
Bummers. Bingo, tiger.
Mammal.
Cool beans.
Peacock.
Baseball cap.
Bummers.
Click on the other side.
Sports.
Yay!
Keyboard.
Sorry. Try again.
Burger.
Ooh, let's eat.
Cool beans.
Sitar. Keyboard.
Musical instruments.
Dress. Sorry. Clothing.
Eagle.
Cobra.
Bummers.
Cobra. Reptiles.
Cool beans.
Turban.
Baseball cap. Hat.
All right.
Peacock.
Eagle. Birds.
All right.
That was very good.
Elephants are exciting to ride. Have you ever ridden one?
A real challenge. Start over. Cobra.
Eagle.
Nope.
Sorry.
Nope.
Keyboard.
Bummers.
Sports.
Way to go.
Sitar. Keyboard.
Musical instruments.
Bingo, tiger.
Burger.
Bummers.
Peacock.
Bummers.
Sorry.
Nope.
Timber wolf.
Nope.
Timber wolf.
Mammal.
Cool beans.
Dress. Sorry. Clothing.
All right.
Cobra.
Baseball cap.
Nope.
Cobra. Reptiles.
All right.
Burger.
Turban.
Try again.
Burger.
Ooh, let's eat.
Baseball cap.
Peacock.
Bummers.
Peacock.
Birds.
All right.
Baseball cap.
Turban.
Hat.
All right. That was very good.
Did you know that the leader of India built the Taj Mahal to be the final resting place for his wife?
Let's go play something else. Puzzles are awesome. Just as
That was very good.
kinda tough. Start over. Click on the puzzle you want to try next. Kinda tough.
That was very good.
A real challenge. Click on the puzzle you want to try next. A real challenge.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try.
That was very good.
Let's go play something else. Hidden Pic. Can you find all the hidden pictures?
Bummers. Bummers.
Nice try.
Here's a hint.
That bird does not know he is standing on a crocodile.
Nice try.
Bummers.
That was very good.
Start over. play something else. The Art Zone. Playtime Project.
Holy
At first glance, it may seem very odd to see cows roaming freely in the streets of India's cities. But cows are very important in Indian culture. Indian people have a great love and respect for these animals, and they even consider them sacred. They view the cow as holy and consider her to be the divine mother because she is the source of their strength, food, and warmth. Strength because cows pull the heavy carts and plows for their food because they depend on her life-sustaining milk. Warmth because they use cow dung to build fires and houses. No wonder they call her Gomata, which means our mother, the cow. In India, most people consider it wrong to harm a cow. Hamburgers are not popular here. To understand why cows are treated so well and not eaten, you have to understand a little about the Hindu religion. Most Indians are Hindu. Hindus believe in many gods and goddesses, and that anything wonderful, valuable, or magnificent is related to a god or goddess, including animals. They believe that humans should respect the animals, plants, and water that they depend on each day for their. Hindus also believe in a life of non-violence. Most Hindus are vegetarians, and none of them eat beef. Instead, they milk the cows and enjoy fresh yogurt and butter every day. Sadly, there are many poor people in India, and some people blame it on the cows. They say that if Indians ate beef, they would not go hungry. Indian people get more food from their land by growing crops instead of cattle to eat. You can feed 16 people with the grain that it would take to produce one steak to feed one person. Plus, if you eat the cow, your food will be gone quickly. If you just milk the cow, you will have food for a long time from it. So that is what Indian people choose to do with their cows.
Let's go play something else. Playtime Project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project.
In India, people make delicious iced fruit drinks called sharbats. They're made from apple, melon, pomegranate, or mango juice. A sharbat is very thick, and if you freeze one, you will get a frozen dessert like sherbet. In fact, that's where sherbet originated from. So cool off like they do in India with a sweet and refreshing sharbat. To make your sharbat, you will need to have 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of water, 2 cantaloupes, each weighing about 1.5 pounds, ice cubes, 4 tall glasses, fresh mint leaves if you have them, measuring cups, a saucepan, a knife, a melon ball cutter, a small spoon, and a blender. In a small saucepan, make syrup by stirring the sugar and water over a high heat until the sugar is dissolved. Then lower the heat and simmer it for 5 minutes. Let the syrup cool. Slice the cantaloupes in half and scoop out the seeds. Then, using a melon ball cutter or spoon, scoop out the pulp of the cantaloupes. Put most of the cantaloupe into the blender, saving some for a garnish. Cover the blender and puree the fruit until it's smooth. You'll have about 4 cups. Put about 5 ice cubes into each glass. Pour 1 cup cantaloupe puree. Add 1/2 cup of the syrup and stir it gently with a spoon. Toss in the remaining cantaloupe pieces and float the mint leaves on the top for decoration if you have them. Now you should have 4 delicious traditional Shabbats. Enjoy!
Let's go play something else. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a... Let's go play something else. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project.
Ooh! There are many kinds of clothes in India. Though a lot of people dress in modern clothing today, some Indians wear traditional clothing. You might see someone in a sari or wearing a turban on their head. Or you might see an Indian woman with a small red dot in the middle of her forehead. Have you ever wondered what that dot is? Learn about those red dots and how to make one. Then learn how to make a sari and a turban. Have fun dressing up like traditional Indian people. You'll need to gather some things. Find a very long piece of cloth for the sari, or you can pin or tape together several scarves until you have one long piece. Find another piece of cloth, preferably white, for the turban. It too should be long, but it doesn't have to be as big as the one for the sari. Then get a washable red marker for the tikka. If you don't have enough cloth, you can make a smaller version for a doll or a stuffed animal. The tikka or dot on the forehead used to be a symbol of marriage. Only married women wore them. Today, they are just worn for decoration. Make one by drawing a small red dot in the middle of your forehead with the washable red marker. You may need to look in the mirror or have a friend draw it on for you. If you don't have a washable red marker, then use a red sequin or cut out a little red circle from red paper. Then tape it to your forehead with clear tape. To make the sari, start by wearing a shirt that matches the cloth you are going to use. Hold one end of the cloth to your midsection and start wrapping the rest of it around yourself. Be sure to cover the legs. When you've covered the legs and are up past the waist, it's time to go over the head. Go up over one shoulder, up over the head, and back down behind the other shoulder. Then wrap it around and tuck it into the very first folds. When you're finished, it should look like the girl on the right. To make a turban, tie up any long hair with a rubber band. The Indian men who wear turbans never cut their hair but tie it up. Hold one end of the scarf or cloth to your forehead and wrap the entire cloth around your head until it is covered. Tuck the end of the cloth into the first folds to hold it in place. Now you should look like these fine young Indians.
Let's go play something else. Playtime project.
Now let's play. In India, children play an exciting chase game called cheetahs and cheetahs. A cheetah is a spotted leopard and a cheetah is a spotted deer. Both of these animals can run very fast. Learn how to play this thrilling game with your friends. You need at least 7 people, 6 to play the game, plus someone to be the leader. Divide up into 2 teams, the cheetahs and the cheetahs. Stand back to back in 2 rows, like you see the red and yellow dots here. About 6 to 10 feet away from each row, make a goal line. The leader will stand on the sidelines near the players. It will look something like this. The kids shown here in red are the cheetahs. The kids in yellow are the cheetahs. They are ready and waiting for the leader to start the game. The leader will call out either cheetahs or cheetahs. Then, whichever team she calls will run to their goal line, with the other team trying to catch them. It will go something like this. Cheetahs! Is she going to pick me? Will I have to run or chase? Charge!
Go!
Run! The cheetahs run as fast as they can to the goal, while the cheetahs chase them. Anyone caught before they reach their goal is out of the game, so hurry!
Phew! I made it! I hope I catch my best friend. Toad!
Go, cheetahs! Go, cheetahs! The game continues until there is only 1 or 2 players left.
Gotcha! I win! I win! Let's go play something else. Playtime project! Now, let's...
A very popular festival in India is Diwali, the festival of lights. It takes place in late autumn when the nights are very dark. People celebrate with fireworks, fairs, food, music, dancing and presents. For several nights, they light up their villages with oil lamps made from little clay pots, which they place on every ledge and flat surface inside and outside their homes. It is said that the goddess Lakshmi will use the lights to guide her, blessing each house as she passes through the area during Diwali. During Diwali, it is common to see people making beautiful flower designs on the ground or floors around their homes. They are called alpanas, and they are said to bring good luck. Alpanas are made with rice flour because at one time rice was plentiful in India and so symbolizes abundance and welcome. Some cities have competitions for the most beautiful alpana. To make your alpana, you will need a few things. Gather together different colors of powdered poster paint, rice flour, a shallow cardboard box, aluminum foil, wax paper, scissors, balls or tin cans to put the paint in, and some dirt or sand. Line the box with a sheet of aluminum foil. Then add either damp dirt or damp sand and pack it down smooth. The box should be about half full. Pour a small amount of powdered paint into a bowl. You can either leave it a pure color or add some of the rice flour to make it a lighter color. If you mix two together, make sure you stir it up really good with a spoon before using it. Make several different colors, including one that's just plain flour for white. To make a powder funnel for each color, cut a rectangle of wax paper 12 inches by 16 inches. Fold the paper in half by bringing the short ends together. Keeping the paper in the same position, fold it in half again by bringing the bottom edge up to the top. Keeping it in that same position, roll the left side toward the right, making a cone. Keep the tip tightly rolled as you go and tape it when you get to the end to hold it together. Then, snip off the tip of the cone with scissors so that the opening is about 1/8 of an inch across. To make your design, sketch it directly into the packed dirt or sand with a pencil or stick. Then, plug up the opening of a funnel with your finger and fill the funnel with the powder that you want to use. Hold it directly over the part of the design that you want to make that color and unplug the tip. The powder will dribble out onto the dirt. Trace the design that you have sketched, tapping the sides of the funnel gently to keep the powder flowing. Repeat the process for each color that you want to use until your design is finished.
Let's go play something else. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project.
Cool! An Indian lady container is a fun and easy project inspired by the beautiful hand-painted vases found in the West Bengal region of India. You can make one to put just about anything in it that fits, or give it to someone as a gift. You will need to have a rinsed-out plastic bottle, some newspaper, white and different colors of water-based paints, a flexible cardboard band about 10 inches by 1 inch, some powdered paper glue or white paste, scissors, and white glue. To make a special kind of paper mache called mash, tear a bunch of newspaper up into teeny-weeny bits. Mix up some powdered paper paste in a bowl or add water to prepared white paste until it's thin. Mix the paper bits into the bowl with the thin paste and mash it all up together with your hands. Squish it and knead it like clay. Cut the top section off of the bottle you have chosen. It can be an empty pop bottle, bleach bottle, or something similar. Just make sure it's cleaned out really well before using it. Now take a bit of the paper mash, squish it in your hand and press it firmly onto the base of the bottle. The wet mash should stick. Cover the whole surface of the bottle with a layer about 1/4 inch thick. Cover the top of the bottle too. You can stick a blob of mash in the opening at the top. Make everything as smooth as possible. Let it dry for a day or two, keeping it in a warm, dry place. When the mash is thoroughly dry and hard, brush a coat of white paint onto the top and bottom. When the white paint has dried, draw in a fancy Indian face on it. Paint as many patterns and designs as you want to work into it. You can make yours like the pictures you see in this show or make up your own design. Now take the rest of the paint colors you have and paint in your design. To complete your Indian lady container, you will glue the band of cardboard along the inside of the lid so that the top will fit securely in the bottom. To do this, wrap the cardboard strip around in a circle and tuck it into position to make sure that it fits. Cut off any extra if you need to. When you get it the right size, glue the ends together. Then glue the piece to the inside of the lid. When it dries, it should make the lid stable when you put it on the container. Your container is finished. You can put pencils, crayons, or anything in it that will fit. Or you can give it away as a present. Perhaps your mom would like to have it for her dressing table. Tell her it's the perfect size for storing cotton balls.
Let's go play something else. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project.
The Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal is India's most famous structure, known throughout the world as the greatest example of Mughal art. It was built by the Emperor Shah Jahan when his beloved wife died. She had 14 children before finally dying in childbirth. He wanted to build a monument and tomb for her. So in 1632, after her death, he had over 20,000 people from all over India and Asia come to work on the masterpiece. They worked all day and all night for over 20 years, using white marble, gems, and very elaborate mosaic patterns to decorate the finished building. For the last 8 years of his life, Shah Jahan was confined to his rooms in the Red Fort across the river from the Taj Mahal. He died there, looking at the glorious shrine. He is buried inside, next to his wife.
go play something else. Playtime project.
A favorite toy in India is the balancing toy. They're fun to make and you can play with it lots of ways. Try it. Start by gathering some materials. You can use many different things. A block of styrofoam works nicely for the body. Find 2 pieces of thin dowel stick about 7 inches long or 2 new sharpened pencils for the arms. For the balances, use some clay rolled into 2 balls or 2 sewing spools or 2 identical pieces of wood. Find a toothpick or long nail for the pivot. Mark the middle of the side of the body with a pencil. Take one of the dowel rods or pencils and put the clay on one end. Put a little glue on the other end and poke it into the styrofoam on the side where you made the mark. Make sure you put it on an angle like you see here. Let it dry and do the same thing with the other materials to make the other arm. Mark the center of the bottom of the body. That's where you will put the toothpick or nail. Decorate your toy by drawing a picture of your favorite character, an animal, an acrobat, athlete, or paste a picture of yourself on it. Use markers to color it. Now try to balance your toy. It will probably balance right away, but you may need to make some small adjustments. Try moving the toothpick around a little bit or adding and taking away little bits of clay until your toy balances perfectly. When you've got it just right, you can hold it still and balance it, twirl it, or have a running race with your friends while balancing it on your fingertips.
Let's go play something else. Playtime project. Now click on one of the bright objects to go to a playtime project. Come on, let's go visit another country. Click on the country that you want to visit next. Japan is Have fun exploring Japan. Don't forget to save me some sushi.
And the ball is hit. It's going. Wait, it's caught. The runner is rounding third. Here comes the throw. He is safe.
Oops, sorry.
All right, it went in.
Now watch me get a hole-in-one. 4! Oh, sorry, mate.
Yeah. Sorry.
My name is Iggy.
Ooh. My name is Toshiko. Hola.
Hello.
Japan is fun.
That's it?
let us down.
Riding the bullet train will be awesome.
Yeah, 200 miles an hour. Wow.
This will make a most excellent picture. Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Sayonara!
Oh.
This is funny, huh?
What's this, Toshiko?
This is a Japanese. Don't touch it.
Whoa. What's this?
Games and activities. It's help me find the cookies by leading me in the right direction.
That was very good.
Let's go play something else.
Click on the blocks to stop and start them. Match them correctly to find out who they are.
That was very good.
I may wear a uniform to school every day, but I still know how to have fun just like you do. Good luck.
Start over. Kinda tough. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
Hi, I am wearing a traditional kimono and holding a parasol to keep my skin safe from the sun.
Kinda tough. Pretty easy. Start over. Start over. Kinda tough. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
People in Japan love me and my stork family because we look arrogant and wise. Don't you think so? Arigato.
Start over. Kinda tough. Pretty easy.
That was very good.
Hajimemashite. I may not look like your typical athlete, but my sport is the most popular in all of Japan. It's sumo wrestling. Ha! Goodbye.
Let's go play something else.
Match the Japanese side with similar things from Aussie's side.
It's Children's Day. Aussie's flag of friendship. Try again. Giant oak. Try again.
Beach umbrella.
Nope. Ah, soda pop. Try again.
Wide mouth bass.
Bummers.
Hamburger.
Nope. Fork. Try again.
Wow, fancy dress.
Bummers.
It's Halloween.
Holidays.
Parasol.
Wow, fancy dress.
Try again.
Hamburger.
Aussie's flag of friendship.
Bummers.
Aussie's flag of friendship. Aussie's flag of friendship.
Try again.
Beach umbrella. Umbrella.
The flag of Japan. Aussie's flag of friendship. Flying flags.
All right.
Ooh, really hot tea. Wow, fancy dress.
Nope.
Fork.
Bummers.
Hamburger.
Try again.
Ah, soda pop. Refreshing drinks.
All right.
Giant oak. Bamboo.
Shady trees.
Chopsticks. Wow, fancy dress.
Bummers. Try again.
Wide mouth bass.
Try again.
Fork.
Eating utensils.
All right.
Low fish. Wide mouth bass.
Fish.
All right.
Fishy.
Wow, fancy dress.
Try again.
Hamburger.
Yummy food. Beautiful kimono. Wow, fancy dress. Clothing.
Cool beans.
That was very good.
Rice ranks first as the right food for Japan.
Kinda tough. Start over. Chopsticks. Aussie's flag of friendship.
Bummers.
Beautiful kimono.
Nope.
Aussie's flag of friendship. Flying flags.
Way to go.
Low.
Fork.
Try again.
Fork.
Eating utensils.
Way to go.
Wide mouth. No fish.
Fish. Yay!
Sushi!
Wow! Fancy dress.
Nope.
Sushi!
Yummy food.
All right.
Beautiful. Wow! Fancy dress. Clothing.
Way to go.
Bamboo. Soda pop.
Try again.
Bamboo.
Shady trees.
All right.
It's Children's Day.
Beach umbrella.
Mummers.
It's Children's Day.
Holidays!
All right.
Parasol. Beach umbrella. Umbrella.
All right.
Really hot tea. Soda pop. Refreshing drinks.
Way to go.
That was very good.
Boy, that bronze Buddha is really big.
A real challenge. Start over.
Soda pop.
Sushi!
Try again.
Hamburger!
Mummers.
Hamburger!
Yummy food.
Way to go.
Really hot tea. Soda pop. Refreshing drinks.
Way to go.
The flag of Japan. Aussie's flag of friendship. Flying flags.
All right.
It's Halloween.
It's Children's Day.
Holidays!
Cool beans.
Beach umbrella. Parasol. Umbrella.
Cool beans.
Chopsticks. Wow! Fancy dress.
Mummers.
Chopsticks.
Eating utensils.
Cool beans.
No fish. Wide mouth bass.
Fish.
All right.
Beautiful giant oak.
Nope.
Beautiful kimono. Clothing.
Way to go.
Giant bamboo.
Shady trees.
Way to go.
That was very good.
Boy, that
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
Go, amigo.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want to try next.
Go, amigo.
That was very good.
Click on the puzzle you want.
Go, amigo.
That was very good.
Can you find all the hidden pictures?
Bummers.
Here's a hint.
There's a deer hiding behind the hill.
Bummers.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice try.
Bummers. Bummers.
Nice try.
Bummers.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Bummers. 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 Bummers.
Nice try. Go, amigo.
That was very good.
Playtime project.
Let's make a fish kite. In Japan, children have their very own holiday. One of the ways that people celebrate Children's Day is by flying colorful fish kites. Each kite represents a child in that home. In this project, you'll learn how to make your own fish kite. You'll need to gather together a 30-inch by a 16-inch piece of white banner paper, scissors, glue or stapler, markers, kite string, and a 1/4-inch dowel or pole. Fold the paper lengthwise. Now, glue or staple the open long side and one of the short sides shut, leaving the other short side open. Draw scales, fins, a head, and a tail on both sides of the banner. Decorate and glue or staple a dorsal fin made from some scrap paper to the top if you want to. Tie 2 pieces of string 12 inches long to each side of the open mouth. When you're finished decorating your kite, tie it to the pole. Now you're finished and ready to display your Japanese fish kite. Run with your kite to make it fill up with air. Then position the pole somewhere where the kite will catch the wind. Now enjoy watching your kite flying in the wind, letting everyone know that this is your special day.
Let's go play something else.
Learn how to use A special treat for Japanese kids is jello blocks, which they call kanten. They often use orange jello, and they use the hollowed out orange peel as a bowl. Try making some and then see if you can eat it with chopsticks. You need the help of an adult for this one, especially to handle the boiling water. Mix 3 3-ounce packages of orange gelatin, 4 small envelopes of unflavored gelatin, and 4 cups of boiling water in a bowl. Stir everything until it's all dissolved. Cut an orange in half and hollow out the peel. Put the scooped out orange pieces into the gelatin mixture. Pour the mixture into a shallow pan and put it in the refrigerator for about an hour until it's gelled. Cut the kanten into 1-inch squares. Scoop them out of the pan and place carefully in the orange peel bowls. Now you're ready to eat. Or are you?
Click the green arrow button to go to the next slide.
Okay, and now you're ready to eat. Sit down with your orange bowl full of dessert in front of you and your chopsticks instead of silverware. Enjoy your delicious Japanese kanten, eating it the way Japanese people do. That is, if you can. Have some laughs trying to pick up that wiggly treat. If all else fails, use a spoon. But remember, no spoons until you tried it with chopsticks.
Let's go play something else.
Learn the legend of the... In Japan, a legend tells of 12 devoted animals that hurried to Buddha's bedside at the time of his death. In honor of these faithful animals, the Japanese observed the custom of naming years after them in the order of their arrival. It is also said that you will carry the qualities of the animal whose year you are born in.
Let's go play something else.
Let's make a Japanese... In Japan, you may find a traditional folding screen like this one. They're used for dividing rooms or wherever they come in handy. Let's make one. Start by painting an outdoor scene on a large piece of white paper. It really doesn't matter what you paint, but a picture of your favorite spot in nature would be nice. Leave room for a good-sized border around the edge of the paper and draw in a border line like you see here. One cool thing about Japanese art is the way they put beautiful borders around everything. The borders are usually black with a white drawing that is repeated all the way around. You can make one on your folding screen by drawing something from nature like a leaf or flower really small in the border area. Then draw the same little pictures all the way around. When you're finished, paint in the area around the pictures, leaving them white. When your painting is completely dry, fold it in half.
Click the green.
Looking at the paper like this, fold the top half over, making a crease where the dashed line is. Now flip the whole paper over and do the same thing to the other side. Unfold the whole paper, stand it up on its side, and ta-da! You're finished. You can use it to divide areas in your room, or maybe put it behind your stuffed animals or dolls. Then you can pretend that they are playing in the scene you just drew. Whatever you do, be sure to let people see it so they can admire your beautiful new Japanese folding screen.
Let's go play something else.
Learn how to do Japanese. Writing with a brush and ink is a famous Japanese art form. Learn to write several words in this beautiful traditional writing that we call calligraphy. Calligraphy is a very ancient method of writing. The characters are drawn with India ink and a brush. They are drawn on a scroll or long, narrow piece of paper. It is read from the right to the left and from the bottom to the top. Even though it is a very old art form, kids in Japan still learn this traditional craft. Starting in the 3rd grade, each child must learn 1,000 characters in elementary school and almost 2,000 characters by junior high school. You'll need to get a few things before we begin. Go get a piece of paper, a paintbrush, and some black ink. You should have it ready for a little later in this project. Japanese words are often divided up into groups according to how many strokes it takes to make them. How many strokes do you think it takes to make up the character for how many, shown here? And now watch and count them if you can. How many do you think there are? You should count 7. If you missed the answer, look closely at this step-by-step breakdown of the strokes. Now do you count 7? See if you can make this character on your sheet of paper. Here are some more characters to try. This one is ha-ha and means mother. Try making it. This character is Chi-Chi, and it means father. Here's a character that means girl. Try making this one. Try one more. This character is Danshi and means boy.
Let's go play something else. Making origami is fun.
Origami is a fascinating art of making things out of folded paper. This popular art form is part of the cultural tradition in Japan. But because it is so fun, it has spread around the world. In this playtime project, you'll learn how to make and race an origami sailboat. Start with a square piece of wrapping paper or origami paper if you have some. Make what is called a valley fold by bringing point D, where the red dot is, over to point B, where the purple dot is. Make a crease. It will look like the blue piece on the left. Fold point C, where the red dot is, over to the purple dot shown here. If you check out the picture in the upper right corner, you can see how it should look while you're making this fold. After you've made the fold, unfold everything. It should look like the yellow piece in the lower right corner with creases like you see here. And now you must learn the difference between mountain folds and valley folds. In the green area, you can see a dashed line. Whenever you see one of these, it means you should make a valley fold. You make one by folding it over, so the crease is away from you while you're folding. It makes a valley. In a mountain fold, you fold the paper behind, so that the crease is toward you, like a mountain. Mountain folds are indicated by a dotted line. Whenever you see a dotted line, make a mountain fold. Now that you know the difference between valley and mountain folds, study the picture on the blue side and see where you need to make these folds on your paper. Remember, the mountain creases come toward you, the valley creases go away from you. Make a mountain fold along the dotted lines from D to E and from E to B. The other folds will just fall into place. Now your paper should look like a boat. All that's left to do is fold in the back of the boat by making mountain folds there. You can add a flag to your boat if you want to. Just cut a paper triangle and paste it on top of the mast, like this. Now your boat is finished. If you and your friends want to race your sailboats, line them up on a smooth surface, one in front of each person. When the race starts, blow your boat to the finish line. The sailboat that you just learned how to make is a simple origami project. If you would like something more challenging, look in the manual. There you will find how to make an origami Ozzie.
Let's go play something else.
Let's make a Japanese people often decorate their homes with beautiful scrolls. You can make a scroll showing the recent history of Japan in 4 scenes. Go get some paper, tape, your favorite things to draw and color with, and 2 dowel rods. You can use a couple of pencils or drinking straws for the rods. When you have all these things, advance to the next slide. In 1853, Commodore Perry and the U.S. Navy entered the Japanese harbor, demanding that Japan open up its ports to American trade. Japan had been very private before that. They had not seen steamships before and were fascinated by them. Draw a picture of this scene. Tape your picture to one of the rods like this. Less than 100 years later, after successful wars against China and Russia, Japan was a world power. In 1941, it attacked U.S. Navy ships at Pearl Harbor, and we were at war. Draw a picture of this scene. Tape this picture to the bottom of the first one. Japan has made many changes in the last 150 years. Draw a picture of modern Japan.
Let's go play something else. The projector is now turned off. Come on, let's go visit another country. Click on the country that you want to visit next. Are you finished traveling with us for now? Click yes if you're ready to leave. Click no if you'd rather stay.
Hey kids, did you fill out the registration card that came in the box with your software and send it in? If you register, you automatically become a member of the Ozzie Fun Club. Or just call us at the number below. You'll get free stickers, Ozzie stampers, cool pogs, Ozzie Fun Gear catalog, and more. Have you explored Ozzie's world? Ozzie and his pals show you neat stuff about science and how to care for the environment. It's super cool. And soon you'll be able to go on Ozzie's Travel's second grand tour to Africa, Scandinavia, and down under, Australia. And you can join Ozzie Science Club, where you will meet Ernie the Eagle, Olivia Owl, and the rest of the gang. They will share their amazing science secrets with you.
Are you finished traveling with us for now? Click yes if you're ready to leave. Come back and travel with us soon, okay?
Hey kids, Marty here. Hope you're enjoying your time with Ozzie.
Cool runnings. This is Karen wishing everyone a peaceful journey.
Hi, it's Dan, and if you think this game is cool beans, you grok correctly.
Hello, 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 hello.
This is Mike. I'm glad you're joining us on our adventures.
Welcome to Ozzie's Travels. My name is Justin.
Hi, I'm Dan. Calm and cool.
Except now. Oh boy.
Has anybody seen Ozzie? Click on the country that you want to visit next. Are you finished traveling with us for now? Come back and travel with us soon, okay?